Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show! Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight. Look at them effects. The world's greatest magician, the one, the only, Maximilian Galactica! Impressive. Oh shit, they're in space?
And this is on the moon, apparently.
That explains how he's flying.
It's easy to fly on the moon.
Yeah, it's just controlled falling with style.
Just throw yourself to the ground and miss, man. Very big circus entrance. Welcome back to another episode of Cactus plays Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. My name is Bobby.
I'm Kevandre.
That was a nice little intro.
Yeah, it gave him time to remember the name of the game.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It worked out very well. So this is our third trial in this game, because the first was the intro trial.
Yeah, first is intro trial with Sergey.
Yeah, and then we just finished up the Eeny Meeny.
Meeny.
Yeah, which set up the villain, I'm guessing, for the last trial in this game. If I've already figured out the format.
If Morgan is going to be the bad guy.
Yeah, probably.
Duh.
So, obviously in this one, we're dealing with a magician. So, we're going to pin and teller this bitch. Let's go.
Oh. Does that mean I shouldn't talk?
No, we're not going to pin and teller him that much.
Wow, that was like being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. I'm turning blue.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Just little pearls.
She just passes the fuck out.
Yeah. You're turning violet.
Oh, yeah. She had the wrong gum.
Yeah.
Turns out the magician, Gene Wilder. Not even Willy Wonka, it's just Gene Wilder.
Just Gene Wilder?
Yeah, he's the fastest draw in the West.
Yes, all of his stories were actually just mini biographical pics of his weird-ass life.
If you're... Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Those are the three movies that Gene Wilder was in.
Only
I don't think there's any more, so...
There was a lot more. He was a fantastic actor.
I think that's only those three.
That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly?
I'm dead. It was great. There was a dancing bear from Russia, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant that rode a giant ball, a sky bison that went through the flaming hoops.
Oh, that's adorable.
Not to mention that guy who flew through the air.
She's delightful.
I like Pearl a lot.
Yeah, Max Galactica. He was absolutely fabulous.
He's either gonna die or be the bad guy, so...
Yes.
You know. Huh? What? Max?
Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician.
A magician?
No, a magician. I didn't even pronounce the hard C. Why'd you split it up like that?
Is that like an electrician who installs magic in your walls? Because I do that already with my Magatama.
Is that not a setting for a story? To where, like, you just get magic piped in to your house?
Probably could be.
Like, I feel like that should be the setting of the story.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a good idea. There's a lot of potential there. Like, the magic folks are out and about, and they basically just infuse your house with magic so that you can do magic while you're there, but you're still not magic when you leave. And people try to infuse the stuff from the house into their clothing. So they go out into the world and they try to do magic and stuff, but they blow themselves the fuck up. And then it falls onto the magicians who put it in the walls in the first place to be like, hey, you have liability on this. They wouldn't have been able to do this had you not put it there. And then it becomes a big trial.
I wasn't even thinking about that at all because I don't want it to end up being a trial just because we associated the idea with this game.
Okay. But it could be.
It could be. I wasn't even thinking about, like, the person being able to do magic in their house. Just like a select few people are able to pipe magic into, like, the rich folks' homes. So that way, normal things like cleaning are just magically done.
Yeah, it's just done.
Right. Things like that. And then, it's sort of like the integration of magic into the real world, and, like, magicians aren't really very highly thought of, because they can just send that shit in.
It's like that old video of the guy who's just like, look, just put your trash on this table, and by the time I wake up in the morning, it's gone.
Yeah.
And the wife is just like, motherfucker, I'm the one who's doing this.
Yes. That's a weird video.
It's old, too. It's great. Mr. Nick.
Huh? What is it? pearls.
Does magic have anything to do with Carol channeling spirits?
I don't think it has anything to do with Carol channeling.
Well, you don't know that.
You, don't know about magic, do you, Pearls?
I'm sorry.
I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in the Kurain village. And it was during that trying time that I met Pearls. That trying time?
Yeah.
Really?
Very well. I agree.
Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it and is returning to her normal self. Ah, it's time to go. I should go.
You're right. We can't miss the last train.
Pearls, you remember the train?
Of course I did! But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train.
Well, Nick, see you later.
I'm not gonna explain this shit.
I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year. Don't worry about it. Really.
You're going to visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? We have another Christmas one here?
Maybe.
I'm glad you get to spend your New Year's with your special someone!
Pearly! Look! It's time to go! Stop that.
Happy New Year, Mr. Nick!
She's adorable. Happy New Year. I really hope it will turn out that way.
And Edgeworth shoots a guy.
Turns out Edgeworth is the magician.
Oh shit. That's where he's been.
Yeah.
He supposedly killed himself, but it was a fake his own death to live the life on the circus that he always wanted.
Right. I mean, he always wanted to run away, join the circus, but then he couldn't because dead family.
Oh. I think that's usually what happens when you get a dead family.
No.
That's usually what happens.
For him, it's the other way around.
Oh.
Yeah.
For Dick Grayson, it's the other way around. He leaves the circus when his family dies.
Man, we're so fucked up. We're not good people.
He's only like my favorite DC character. I don't know why I'm talking shit.
Well, today wraps it up for this year. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. It's my custom ringtone on my Nokia phone. Hello, this is the Wright office. Nick, it's terrible! Ah, Maya, perfect timing.
Read the room, Phoenix.
Things are terrible here, too. Huh? The office is a terrible mess. I have to clean it up. What are you talking about? My dirty office. What are you talking about? Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV. The TV?
Now, let's check in at the scene.
Huh? What happened?
Thank you. We're here at the Berry Big Circus. The Berry Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers.
The Berry Big Circus. That's the circus we went to, right? They're saying that there was a murder. Yeah, they arrested him too. Arrested who? Max! They arrested Max Galactica.
Oh, excuse me. There was another option that I did not consider, that he would be the defendant. So, I am sorry about that.
A popular magician who can fly through the sky at will.
Wish I had a jetpack.
Maya said she was a huge fan of Max.
I don't really care for his aesthetic. I think that the feather is unnecessary, sir.
Yes.
It fucks with your style.
Yeah. I can agree.
Unless if it was purple...
Yeah, having a purple feather.
Or even the red to match the cape. I'd be fine either way, but the green, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Secondary colors. That makes you a bad guy. In Batman.
Alright, Nick. I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center.
Was it both of those?
Probably.
I think it might have been both of those, yeah.
Sounds right. Huh? What? See you there. You've still got plenty of time to clean up your office later. What? Alrighty then. I guess. Oh, wait. What's this picture here? A poster of the newest member of the Steel Samurai universe. Maya went out and bought it right away. She's a sucker for all things Steel Samurai. I hear they're even giving the new guy his own movie. I just know Maya is going to drag me out to see it with her.
I thought they ended that show, and then he went on to be the other samurai.
No, fuck.
What did you do?
I pressed a button. Anyways.
Some people.
Pressing buttons, I swear.
You're pressing my buttons. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Sometimes I press your buttons.
Oh my.
Yes. Not like that. What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand.
I don't think that's how you spell slight in that instance.
Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing.
Isn't it like SLE something?
SLEIGHT.
Yeah, for sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Some translators.
Do we have a voice for this guy?
Fabulous. What the young lady just said was
Are you going
absolutely
Magypsy on this
fabulous.
motherfucker?
Yeah. The Magypsies.
That's it. At some point I gotta bring back the Great Mole Cricket. Okay.
No! What a clever girl. Such a fabulous understanding of events.
What's with all this fabulous talk?
Oh, what's up? Welcome to the visitor's room.
It's Max! Nick! Look! It's the real Maximilian Galactica!
Alright, sweetie, pick a card. Any card.
He called me sweetie! Nick!
Just like Erica Lindbeck called me.
Yes, that is a thing that happened.
Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card. Any card.
And then we played some Final Fantasy Remake where her character was thirsty for
yeah,
Cloud.
she was thirsty as fuck. Let's go, Jesse.
Yeah, this one.
Uh-huh. I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts.
Ah! He got it! He got it, Nick! Look, he got it!
The Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades.
That song is way worse than I remember.
Oh yeah, it's not great.
Yeah.
What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts.
It's okay, you got like 13 of them. Max! Swoon.
Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time.
Max! You should let Nick pick a card. I don't want to steal one of his hearts.
And you are... Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver.
Her driver?
Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card. Any card.
I want this one.
So, Sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you?
Yes! I'm your biggest fan!
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. Always.
Hey, what about my card?
I don't know what it fucking was. Think of it as a souvenir.
Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling?
I'm assuming that the entire deck was the Ace of Hearts.
Yeah, probably. I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch.
Sweetie, drop a porcupine head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay?
That's kind of a fucked up thing to say, ever. Oh, yes.
Stop throwing cards at me, Gambit. Absolutely fabulous. Maddafakka.
Absolutely cringe-inducing. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Cringe-inducing, I agree.
Anyways,
yes.
I guess we have to talk to this man.
Where are my detonators?
First of all, have you seen my attorney's badge?
What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act?
I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney.
An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me?
He isn't wasting his time, Max. You're...
Okay, relax, sweetie. You're just a little over-anxious, I think.
I don't like this guy. Anyways. Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Fabulous. I think we should get to know each other better, too. Why don't you come and sit next to me?
There's a big piece of security glass between us.
Oh, sweet Jeebus, what in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear. I left my wand at home, Wormtail has it.
What is this guy talking about? Anyways, lately, you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max?
That's Maximilian to you, porcupine head. Get it straight.
Jeez, people nowadays, they get their panties all in a bunch over nothing.
Goddamn, Phoenix.
Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not?
I'm also reasonably sure that's not generally how you spell Maximilian.
It could be.
I did indeed. It was fabulous.
I mean, it's not. Usually it's like M-I-L-I-A-N.
Yeah. I think sometimes there's an E variant as well.
Yes.
Like if you're going full on German like Francisco would.
Anyways.
I won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians.
Ah, yes, AIM. I'm aware of them.
It's an award that recognizes that I am the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. Is this Joe Bluth? I can't do a Joe Bluth voice anyway, so I'm going to stick with the Alan Rickman here, but still. There was a trophy and a bust. It was it was an amazing day.
Wow, that's incredible.
Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world.
You're certainly certifiable. I'm going to guess he didn't win a trophy for most modest magician.
Most modest magician, most modest magician, most modest magician.
You were signed to an exclusive contract with the Very Big Circus, correct?
Well, that's the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You just can't watch a magician on TV, you know? Magic is so fabulous. You have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie.
You're right. You're so right.
However, the circus, it's a dinosaur. A thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares what goes on there.
Huh? What do you mean?
That's why I signed the contract.
That's why you signed the contract?
For all the pretty women. Silhouette.
Pretty women.
Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. Oh, I'm gonna have all sorts of Alan Rickman jokes for this.
Yes, I have already foreseen this.
People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't that just wonderful, sweetie?
Yes?
I made all the old crusty circus performances obsolete.
But I kinda like the circus performances.
Go fuck yourself, sweetie.
Maya looks a bit down. Anyways, tell me what happened at the Very Big Circus. Well, there was a magic act. I flew. Were you not there?
Last night. The ringmaster was murdered.
You killed Frodo? What a bitch.
No, he's the Lord. There's a difference between Lord and Master.
I suppose. The ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry?
Oh, hello, it's me, Russell Berry.
I knew it. I knew it.
As soon as you saw the word Russell?
Yeah. We gotta do that voice if he ends up being a character.
Yeah, we get to Carol channel Russell Brand.
Carol channeling Russell Brand. Could you imagine Carol Channing doing an impersonation of Russell Brand?
No.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
can imagine the other way around because only one of them is dead. So,
Okay, I suppose you're technically correct.
the best kind of correct. Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the Popo presence was fabulous. The Popo questioned me at length. I called my friend Beetle Bamford, because I'm the judge. Oh!
God damn it.
Okay, I'm looking forward to the trial sections of this.
Yeah. Questioned you about what?
About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening in his room, if you know what I'm saying.
So, then, why were you arrested?
DNA evidence.
Sorry.
Arrested. Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie.
Or
Or Mount McKinley into a Mount Everest.
Yes.
That's not, exactly relevant to this, but yes. They just wanted to consult with me on matters, that's all.
Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is. He's kinda dumb. She's right. I think I should shock him back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
We are on the same wavelength today, sir.
Before them, and it's funny because he can fly.
Yeah,
Right.
And we already did an Eminem reference anyway.
Yes. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster.
Uh-huh.
What did you talk about?
Things that aren't for your ears.
Maya, could you please do your thing? What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max?
It was nothing. Small talk, really.
Pillow talk, you might say?
We were just having a chat about my celery.
Celery?
I like it with peanut butter. I am the one bringing in the crown.
They take a small amount of my paycheck just so that way they give me a jar of peanut butter with every paycheck.
Yeah.
That would be great. Can we make that arrangement?
I said celery.
I mean, we could probably make that arrangement with work. They'd be like, look, this is weird, but we need you, so whatever.
Yeah, why not? I think that I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you?
Yes? That's all you talked about.
Of course, it was a fabulous chat. Why the fuck you lying?
It's what he does. Just fabulous! I mean, now he's got me saying it.
Oh, yes.
What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. No, it's just my hair.
Stop being so obtuse.
No, that's just my hair.
She's pretty acute, though. Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now.
A while. What's that?
Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie?
Because you've been arrested for murder.
Oh, don't be that's ignorant.
No, that's ignorant. Y'all ignorant.
They wouldn't arrest someone like me.
Fuck, South Park has seeped its way into just about every bit of our lives.
Yeah, man.
It's such a great show. Anyways. Why is that?
Obviously, because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica.
So?
I'm the very big star of the very big circus.
And that means?
I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums.
Which means what? Look, I've gotten richer than you convicted. Don't worry about this. Max!
Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magic wand. Stop pulling it! Oh!
Some flowers shoot out.
Yeah. Here, you ever see that old Tumblr post? I'm sorry, we're getting off topic again. But, there was an old Tumblr post about a girl who was dissatisfied with what comes out of a penor at the end of sex.
Yes, as most women probably are,
right.
I would imagine.
And she was like, I think it should change depending on how good the sex was. If it was really good, then it could be some hot chocolate for us to share. If it was bad, then a swarm of bees comes out.
A swarm of bees?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a really humorous, like, fucking 10-year-old ass Tumblr post that just kind of stuck in my head.
Tumblr's a weird space.
Yeah, man. It's a wretched scum of villainy hive.
I particularly like that joke. I like that thing. Can we end on that? With the flowers shooting out of a dick?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, okay.
I like it when flowers shoot out of my dick.
Yeah, it happens pretty regularly.
It's most unusual.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going to call it there. You've been introduced to Maximilian, and we're going to figure out why he thinks having money means he can't get arrested, and why if you pull on his magic wand, flowers shoot out. Be careful. They reach farther than you think. It can smack you in the face.
Yeah, and if they're roses, be careful.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Some thorny bitches.
Anyways, we're going to call it there. Let's go ahead and do our shout-outs.
Cool. So I had a shout-out prepared, but I'm going to change it at the last minute to Alan Rickman. Now, Alan Rickman is an actor that, he got into acting pretty late in life. His first major role was as Hans Gruber in Die Hard, right? Another German character that fits with the series somehow.
Right. Yippee-ki-yay.
But he's most well known probably for playing Professor Snape in the Harry Potter movies. It's crazy how Alan Rickman wrote the Harry Potter books.
Right. And Galaxy Quest.
And Galaxy Quest. He was there too. He did all sorts of stuff. He was in an episode of King of the Hill and it was great.
Yeah, that's one of the best.
They're going to close down my fair.
He was so bad.
Despite being way older than Snape should have been by like 30 years, he still was a perfect Professor Snape. I can't really imagine anyone else doing it. They originally cast Tim Roth for it, but then he dropped out to do something else, the Planet of the Apes or something.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
And then, so they recasted with Alan Rickman, who was truly perfect for the role.
Yeah.
I really can't imagine someone else doing that role. But he's also in Sweeney Todd as the Judge Turpin. And that's like my favorite musical movie ever. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm more pro Sweeney Todd or Hamilton at this point. It's contested.
Some fine choices.
That's definitely between those two. But anyway, in the movie version of Sweeney Todd, he played the judge, which is the bad guy of the film.
Yeah.
Debatably, Sweeney Todd is the bad guy of the film. I loved Alan Rickman when he died in. Was it January 2016? That one hit me pretty hard. Like, usually celebrity deaths, I'm just like, oh, that sucks. But that one, I remember I was in my car before work and I was looking through my news feed and I saw that one. I'm like, this is a hoax, right? Please?
And it was not.
It was not. It was like a couple days after David Bowie, I think.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I've never been a big Bowie fan, but still, I mean, that's a major one, right? But Alan Rickman, man, that one. It tore me apart. Because I love that man. So, I don't mean any disrespect to him by doing his voice here.
Especially since we're very obviously not doing it particularly well.
Yeah, I'm not doing it very well.
This is a take where when we first started the channel, the first game we did was Mother 3, and we had trouble finding a voice for the Magypsies.
There's a specific race of very androgynous magical characters in Mother 3 called the Magypsies, and they're the reason why the game's never been localized.
Yeah.
And so we both of us did Alan Rickman voices for the Magypsies.
Slightly different because he can do it a lot better than I can.
And that's saying something because it's not great.
But yeah, it was still a fun time.
Yes, the Magypsies. So, it fit them very well.
It did.
And this dude has got the same aesthetic as the Magypsies, so that was the first thing I thought of.
It works. Same vibe.
Plus, he's a magic man, so it works out with the Snape.
Yeah. So my shout out is gonna kind of go towards a chess player because I've been getting into chess again. I go in waves.
What a twist.
Yeah. Anyways.
Did you ever lockpick my bike?
No, because I ended up not buying the wafer lock picks.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Because I'm having enough fun with the normal ones. And still getting better at that. Wafer lock seems like too much to add on too soon. But I wanna. It's still on my list of things to do. I got it saved in my cart. Anyways. Moist Critical, who, as main gamer tag, is just critical.
Or Penguin Zero on YouTube.
Yeah, or Penguin Zero. But when he's playing chess, I think he goes by Moist Critical.
Speaking of our original series, I did a shout out to Critical during Psychonauts, which was my first series on the channel.
That's right.
But now Bobby's doing a shout out to Critical.
Because he's breaking into chess, and I'm like, hey, I'll actually watch that. Anyways, recently, during like the shutdown and all that stuff, a whole bunch of people who normally do chess have been getting into it. And they've been coached by some very high-profile people in the chess world, like Hikaru Nakamura. And there's a whole bunch of them going on right now. And it's been a wide variety of people. XQC is another big one. I think he's the most prominent one right now. But also like the World's Strongest Man, the dude who played the Mountain in Game of Thrones. He recently took a chess lesson with Hikaru Nakamura. And they're not good at chess because they're beginners, right? They're still being taught like basic rules. This is what the opening is. This is how end games work. So you don't expect them to be good. We all got to start somewhere. It's fine. And it's been really interesting watching these like super GMs, like previous number like 2s in the world, you know, really high up there people.
GMs, grandmasters.
Yeah, grandmasters in chess. Some of the best players ever try to teach these people that have no clue what's going on. Recently, they've been holding a tournament where those people that they've been training are facing off against each other. At the time of this recording, it was only a couple of days ago, but by the time this episode airs, it's going to be like 3 weeks old, so old news. But Critical went up against XQC in an online chess match.
XQC being an Overwatch player in the minor leagues.
Yeah, he's a controversial character.
Yeah, he was in the major leagues, and now he's not.
Right. He said some things.
Yeah.
Anyways, they held a little chess match, and it was being commentated by, like, Hikaru Nakamura and Women's FIDE Master Botes, I think. I'm not super familiar with her. She's on my list of people to look up and watch. She's been doing a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube, too. And they were talking about it, and they did, like, a little scotch opening, which is a pretty dynamic opening. It can get messy really fast.
It's when you throw scotch in your opponent's face.
Right.
Really makes them all fucked up.
And XQC blundered on, like, move 6. And that was it. He got checkmated. Super fast. Watching the video is great because they're talking about, like, oh yeah, if he goes here and they could do this and all this stuff, it should be fine. This will be an interesting game. I kind of don't like this variation, but it's going to be fine. And then he blunders and their face just goes, what the fuck?
And Critical saw it. And he's like, he took advantage.
Yeah. He starts dancing around. It's great. So... it's a really cool video. I'm kind of glad he won because I kind of don't like XQC.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not like I'm a fan of Critical.
I've kind of fallen off of Critical over the last few years, too.
I've just never watched the dude. But I enjoyed watching him have his own little one-man party for winning.
Yeah.
So far, I think I've watched the little bits that you've shown of him to me.
Yeah.
And then I watched a thing where he did a commentary about Ben Feingold, commenting on the whole rise of people and streaming chess to people who don't know what they're doing. Yeah, because they're noobs. If you don't know Ben Feingold, he just is abrasive. And everybody takes a lot of what he says way too seriously. It's like, no, you gotta calm down.
Didn't you do a shout out to Ben Feingold?
I have, because I think he's an excellent chess instructor and sassy as hell.
I see.
But if you take him way too seriously, you're just like, oh, he's such an asshole. It's like, well, kinda, yeah. But, you know, get over it. But if you're new to the chess world and you haven't talked to Ben Feingold, if you don't watch his stuff, he comes off just mean. And it's great.
Okay.
So his video about that, I pretty much just like, whatever. You're not part of this community yet. I understand where you're getting this point of view, but I don't care. And then him beating XQC, and I like him beating XQC bit.
I like the fine how do you do of us having Critical and Alan Rickman being our shoutouts because of their deep ass voices.
Yes.
Yeah. Good shit.
Good shit. That's all, folks.
All right, guys. See you next time for some more circus goodness.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. More Alan Rickman.
Yay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Say that like it's a bad thing.